Good morning, players, and happy Juneteenth. 85 years ago, Opal Lee and her family moved into a white neighborhood in Fort Worth, Texas. She was just 12 years old. Just a few days after moving in on June 19, 1939, Opal's parents sent her a few blocks away to a friend's house after an angry white mob showed up at her family's home to protest black residents moving into that neighborhood. That night, the mob burned down the family home. It was 74 years after enslaved black people in the U.S. found out that they were free. Opal Lee grew up to be Dr. Opal Lee. She is known for her civil rights activism and her Juneteenth appeal. In 2016, she walked 1,400 miles from Fort Worth, Texas to Washington, D.C. to draw attention to the date. She is also known as the grandmother of Juneteenth. She found success in her efforts when President Biden signed June 19th holiday into law in 2021. Earlier this year, President Joe Biden also awarded her the Presidential Medal of Freedom, honoring her work to commemorate the end of slavery in the nation. She attended a Juneteenth celebration at the White House. Now, for years, Dr. Opal Lee tried to find out who owned the land where her family's home was burned down 85 years ago. Eventually, she found out it was owned by Habitat for Humanity, an organization for which Lee had previously served on the board. When she tried to buy the land, the nonprofit declined to sell, instead giving her the land and plans for building a new home on it for free. Last Friday, the grandmother of Juneteenth, just a few days before we celebrate the national holiday, she received the keys to a new home built on the site of her childhood home that was burned to the ground by a white racist mob 85 years ago. Now in a new home, furnished with a mix of new and some of her vintage pieces, decorated with hand-painted pictures of Opal Lee and her family, and completed with a fully stocked fridge, Dr. Opal Lee says she is humbled and grateful to have the home. She told the local news station, "My mom would say, 'Baby Opal,' that's what she called me. It's about time. It's about time." Happy Juneteenth, players. This right here, this moment right here, is exactly what it's all about. Players, put your thoughts in the comments. Let me know what you're thinking. This is Double D Mobile for the Black Accurate News.